guys, Darth Enthusiast here with another Marvel Legends action figure review. I got a couple of Marvel Legends to review for you guys. I picked up a couple of figures from the Thor Ragnarok wave. Yeah, it's a pretty cool wave. I went to my, well, the closest Walmart to me, not expecting to find anything because they keep old stock hanging around forever, but they actually had the whole wave minus Hela. So I was able to pick up the two figures I wanted the most, and this one first off being Thor. I don't have a Thor Marvel Legends figure because none of them have really appealed to me before, but this one actually looks really good, so I picked this one up, and I'm actually really excited for the movie. The movie looks like it's going to be really cool. But anyways, let's take a look at the packaging here. So we have your, standard Marvel Legends packaging, which I do really like this packaging. I think it looks cool. You get the Build-A-Figure, which is the Hulk figure, which I really want to build, actually, after seeing the parts in the box and just seeing the figure. It looks like a really awesome Build-A-Figure. But like always, I don't want to get all the figures in the wave, so I don't know if that'll happen or not. I might try to hunt down the pieces individually. But here you got the figure in the packaging, pretty cool. You got the BAF pieces, Thor Ragnarok, Thor. On the side, you have a pretty cool image of Thor from the movie, and the same image on the other side, so don't need to see that. And on the back, you got a cool image of the figure. You got a pretty brief bio, but which is actually pretty cool because it gives you some insight onto the movie, which says, with his worthiness called into question, Thor must fight to preserve the legacy of Asgard and the godliness that he once claimed. So that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, and then you got the rest of the figures. So you got Thor, you got Loki, which I was going to pick up, but after watching some reviews and whatnot, I've been really turned off by it, so I'm probably not actually going to get it. There's Hela, which I've heard is a really good figure, the Jane Foster Thor, the young Thor, the Odinson Thor, whatever you call him, and then the Ares figure, which is the figure I'll be reviewing next. You get the BAF and how you build all the pieces and whatnot. This figure comes with the head and helmet. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the packaging. So we're going to get them cracked open, and we'll take a closer look at the figure. Alright, now we have Thor out of the packaging, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect to hate the figure or anything like that. I expected to like it, but I really do like this figure a lot. It's an extremely solid figure. It really makes me wish that Hasbro would do this sort of consistent quality with their Black Series 6-inch line. But that is another story for another time. Let's take a closer look at this figure. Actually, before we take a closer look at the figure, I'll give you a quick look at the BAF pieces. So you get the Hulk head and the helmet. They're two separate parts, so I'll just pop them out real quick because you can't really get a good look at the head. So you get the Hulk head. And it's really cool looking. The sculpt's really excellent, honestly. Paint's really cool. Looks really good. And you also get the helmet, which is really awesome. That's actually a removable separate piece and not just glued to the head or anything like that. So that's also really awesome. Looks really good. I'm not going to go too much into that. But yeah, so you get those. So let's move on to the rest of the figure here. So take a look at the head sculpt here. And this is definitely, if it wants to focus, please. Come on, there we go. This is definitely the best Chris Hemsworth head sculpt we've gotten from Hasbro, hands down. I don't have any of the Thor figures, but I've just seen from pictures and whatnot. This is just the best. Looks really, really good. The beard looks really nice. He's got the red striped paint right there. It looks really good. The eyes are really nicely painted. Hasbro's just been killing it with these head sculpts lately. Hasbro, well, they are starting, I mean, not Hasbro, but the Black Series team, they are starting to take notes because they're starting to do it soon, but they definitely need to take notes from Marvel Legends. This is excellent head sculpt. It's pretty good when figures like these are starting to rival imports likenesses, and this is really good. He is donning the helmet, which is awesome. I know a lot of people want Thor to start wearing the helmet again, and here he is wearing the helmet. It's getting a nice gunmetal sort of shiny gray color with this blue highlights. Look really good. I think some people said the blue highlights look a little inaccurate to how they actually look. I have no idea, but I think it looks really good. The helmet looks awesome. I do wish the helmet is removable, especially since Thor's haircut in the movie is pretty short hair, like a buzz cut, so they definitely could have incorporated a removable helmet. They decided not to because they're probably going to release another Thor figure for the movie without the helmet to make you buy another figure to get the unhelmeted version. But still, looks really good. I'm not going to complain too much about that. The rest of his outfit looks really good. I'm really actually a huge fan of how his outfit looks in the new movie. It's sort of, like they say, his worthiness is in the question, so it's all sort of asymmetrical, and there's like bits of armor on him and whatnot. And again, you got that gladiator sort of look, which looks really cool. You got his outfit here, and the sculpt and paint looks really good on it. Got the red paint symbols, whatever the hell they are on there. Got his bandolier here, which I believe if you wanted to, if you pop the head off, you could probably remove that. It's a separate piece. Got the little buckle there, which is really cool. You got his little cloak here, which I really like the design of. It's like a sort of semi little cloak. It's not a full cape or anything, which is really cool. Sculpt's really nice. It's got some tatters and rips on the ends of it. And it ports in on his hip and on his shoulder here. So if you want to, you can actually remove the cape, which is really cool. My only real gripe is the fact that if you're fumbling around with and moving around too much, the top part likes to come out pretty easily. It doesn't go in as far as I'd like it to, but not a huge issue. If you're just displaying them on a shelf, it's not going to be a problem at all. So yeah, that's really cool. And going down further, you got his belt here. The belt buckle looks really good. The lower part of his little jacket thing. Got this cool metallic blue shoulder armor, which I'm really liking the blue armor. I don't know why it's blue, but it looks really cool. You got the red symbols and paint on there, which looks cool. Got his muscles look nicely sculpted. The straps here look really good. Got some armor on the wrist there, which is cool. Got his pants. His pants look good. Not much to say, but the sculpt's really nice. It's definitely there. Got more of that red paint going on. And you got his leg wraps here, and then the boots, which are pretty simple, but get the job done. On here, you got some really nice shin armor. I again like this sort of asymmetrical look. Got the clips there. Got the metallic blue and the red symbols there. And you can actually remove this armor. It just clips on. I'm not going to remove it or anything, but it just clips on. It clips on really nicely, so it's not wobbling around at all, but it can come off really easy as well. So it's executed really well done. And it's really cool. You can remove. That's actually one of the coolest things about this figure. You can remove parts. So you can have different ways to display. Like you can remove the cape and you can remove this leg armor. I think that's really, really cool. They just need to make the removable helmet. But no, it looks really good. And I'm overall really impressed with how this guy looks. It's really, really nice. In terms of articulation, he's also really good. He has a ball joint and a hinge at the neck, so you can pivot a little bit, you can rotate, and you can move up and down. He actually can look up pretty well because he doesn't have the long hair hindering him. The helmet still hinders it a little bit, but he can look up pretty good, and he can look down good. Ball hinge of the shoulders. This one moves very well. Can actually go up above his shoulder a little bit. This one is a bit more hindered because of the cape and the shoulder armor, but it's not too bad. Swivel cut to the biceps. Double hinges of the elbows move good. Hinges at the wrist that move in and out like this, so for holding the swords, which I'm very happy about. If they put these ones in, that would have been so stupid. Ab crunch, which works really well. Swivels at the waist, which is good. Ball hinges at the hips move pretty good. Hindered a little bit by his tunic kind of going down there, but it's not too bad. Swivel cuts at the thighs, double hinges at the knees, and then hinges at the ankles with rocker joints. So he has some really good articulation. You can definitely get some really great poses out of this figure. In terms of accessories, he comes with a few accessories, which is good. I mean, obviously the back parts, and if you want to count them, the removable bits on him, the cape and the shoulder armor. He also comes with these two swords, which are identical to each other. They're made of a pretty pliable material. They bend pretty easy, so they kind of have a tendency to warp in packaging. So when you're going through the figures on the shelves, it just maybe you want to take a look, see which ones are the least warped. But it's not too bad. Mine came out okay. This one's a little warped. This one came out pretty much completely straight, but they're really cool. They're both the same. You've got like this goldish painted handle, which looks really good, and you got the blue, metallic blue blade. I'm assuming this metal is like a common metal on the planet they're on, which I think is Sakar, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's really cool. You get two of them. He does have these in the movie or in the trailers. A couple of things he doesn't come with, which it would have been cool if he did, is he's using like this club and a shield in the trailers. It would have been really cool if we got those accessories too. Again, if there's another Thor release of this Thor figure without the helmet or something, I could see maybe getting those accessories with that figure. That's really cool. He can hold them really well. In terms of storage, there's no official storage for these swords, but if you go around on the back of the figure here, the little bandolier he has here, you can slide them in there like that. They stay in really well. They don't get warped or anything staying in there. So if you want to store them on his person without him holding them, you can store them on the back. It works really well. They both fit in there. I'm just going to have to put the one in there. but they both fit really well. Actually, yeah, there's a look at the figure from the back, from the side, and again from the front. Before we end off here real quick, I will just quickly do a comparison with another Marvel Legends. I'd say Star-Lord here is a pretty average height Marvel Legends, and Thor stands about half a head taller than him, so that's really cool. Thor is definitely a lot bulkier and a lot taller than Star-Lord here, which he should be. Let me just quickly snag my War Machine, which is a slightly bigger figure. The War Machine and Thor are about the same bulkiness, but Thor is still much taller, which again makes sense. So the scale is really nice. It works really well. He has a nice big figure, which is awesome. So overall, putting these guys back here without hopefully knocking anything down. Overall, this is a really awesome figure. I'm actually really happy with this. I'm surprised I'm liking it so much, but I'm really looking forward to the movie, and this Thor figure is awesome. I think it's definitely the best MCU Thor figure we've gotten from Marvel. Marvel. We've gotten from Hasbro. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video.